Welcome to another Paint the Moon Vaporizer review. Today we're reviewing the Ascent by DaVinci. Alright, so what you get in the box when you open it, you see the unit itself when you first open it. And in the second compartment you have the charger, a little carrying pouch, the two oil cans, a spare set of the glass stem that goes in the unit, and you get this little packet of covers for the mouthpiece, little tiny screens to go inside the bottom of the unit, and a little pick. Now, the unit itself actually comes with a pick too. It's right up here near the top. You can use it to stir around your herbs, or to take out the oil cans from inside your chamber. It actually also helps to get the mouthpiece out of the silicone that's on the top there. As you can see, the chamber, pretty big, but the holes in the bottom are also very big, so I put one of the little screens they include in the bottom so nothing falls through. And I also like to put one on top for the holes in the mouthpiece. So to turn the unit on, you hold down this power button, and it'll come up, it says Ascent by DaVinci, and then your preset temperature setting. And it'll start heating up. It heats up pretty quick, faster than most units that I've tried. It also has some really interesting settings. If you push the settings button twice, it'll show you your auto shut-off time. If you push it again, it'll actually show the step system, which is one of the best parts of the Ascent, is you can pre-program a timer in it, and whatever temperature you set it at after that amount of time, it will step up to the next temperature and then to the next one. And once the time runs out, it actually holds at that last temperature. Alright, so to get the mouthpiece out, what I like to do is I take this little pick and I push it under it, because I don't have any fingernails. If you have fingernails, you should be fine pulling it out. You can pull it out like that. You can have it at any height, it doesn't affect your vaping experience. You can also just leave it in and hit it like that, if you choose to. As far as the bowl size, it's a very large chamber compared to most vapes. It holds 0.3 grams to about 0.5 really easily, and because it's a conduction style vape, you want to push it down a lot. What I've done is I take a smaller amount of my herbs and I actually take one of these oil cans and I set it on top and I press it down as far as it can, and I leave the oil can in the chamber while I'm vaping, and I found that you get better vapor and you can use less material. If you want to just load it as high as it can go, you could probably fit up to 1 gram in this chamber tightly packed, which is a lot of material. But that's your thing, go for it. Like, this is one of those vapes that you can just load it as much as you can, and you can just go all day and it won't even matter. Once it reaches temperature, it'll actually have this little cup thing. Kind of weird, but I guess it's kind of the bottom of the unit. That kind of looks like a cup. I didn't really know what they were going for there, but it is what it is. Overall, the unit's vapor quality is very good flavor, with very low density too. The hits are really light, so if you're vaping for big clouds, this might not be the vape for you. If you're vaping for flavor and overall enjoyable experience, this is definitely a great vape. Another cool feature is that you can actually use it while charging, which most vapes don't have that feature, and it's really nice if your battery runs down to be able to have that feature. One thing about the battery indicator that's kind of not that great is that once it gets to about the halfway point, it becomes very inaccurate. It'll say you have 0, then the next time you turn it on, it'll say you have almost halfway, and it's really not the most accurate thing in the world. But you can get about 5 to 7 sessions depending on your heat setting. So if you have it at, like, I have it set at 376, if you have it around there and you use that as your main heat setting and don't really turn it up from there, you'll get around 7 sessions off one battery charge. But if you run it higher at like 390 or even all the way up to the highest setting you can have on this, which is 430 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll have more like 5, sometimes even only 4 sessions, because it's just the battery's working harder to keep it hotter. As far as how the unit performs with the oil cans, it's okay. It's not fantastic, but it does work. It's really good for e-liquids, actually. It's a really nice light flavor that adds when you vape it, but doing denser concentrates, it doesn't perform as well. And if you have liquidier concentrates and you fill it up too high, it will bubble over and you'll have a mess in your unit. So be careful loading these. Don't load it too much. Try to keep it smaller loads. Alright guys, so let's get on to the vapor quality test.